What's going on, guys? Apologies, technology fucking sucks nowadays. What is going on, Daniel? Appreciate everyone that's coming in for. It's been a hot minute for TNA. Like, damn. That's kind of a little highlighting of what happened last week, and all that stuff. So, obviously, that I think when I freaking rewatch that match, and mind you, too, this is like the last time before what do you call it? That the TNA decided to ban the excess blading and stuff. I can see why. Yeah, we're officially underway for TNA. Should be a fun one. That's it. Total non-stop action. Impact. Live from Irvine, California. All right, so we kick it off with Tessa Blanchard. Hmm. Yeah. The freaking racist ass bitch. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got Tessa Blanchard taking on Victoria. God, she's Victoria Crawford, aka Alicia, formerly known as Alicia Fox. That's interesting. Okay, so we can go a tag match with Tessa and Victoria Crawford, formerly known, like I said, with Alicia Fox. Now we. What? So good old Masa Slamovich. Obviously, with Victoria Crawford now going to be part of the main event. I would believe it's the main event. But we'll see you come Under Siege on Friday. I'm not sure I'm going to be. I think that's that really. Okay, now we got Nikita. partner with Nikita Lyons. Okay. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Ooh, almost a spinning round kick for Nikita Lyons. Oh, what a kick to Tessa Blanchard. Then a spinning round kick. And Tessa gets tossed in the damn powerful in the other corner. Lyons, damn. They need the forearm. Oh my god, damn. And then Masha gets a little bit of opportunity. A little bit open, nice open palm strike. Nice clothesline by Slamvich. Oh, a nice hit to the middle of the back. 2. Nope. Jessica got a 2. A bit of a primal scream from the TNA Knockouts champion. So, nice drop in the elbow from Blanchard. Oh, try to go for a putt. Nope. And barely even a 1 count. So that's it. Yeah, the great hand and Abe. So we got a #1 contenders match for the team. It should be an interesting show later. And then 1, 2, nope. 1, 2, no. Match with a couple of blows to the back. A nice jawbreaker. Nice into Geary. And I got Crawford now. Nope. The shotgun knees. There's Blanchard. Taking Nikita Lyons out from the equation. And Slamovich now with multiple clotheslines. 1, 2, nope, and a kick to the face by Blanchard. And Blanchard gets tossed out with like a piece of garbage. And now the chair is now involved. And Masha kind of just scouted that out. And and I guess I think at this point Masha doesn't care. She used the. And now you got Nikita, and I kind of just try to talk some sense into her. So already kicking off TNA with a DQ finish. Blech. Yeah, well, me. Now here comes. Now you got Santino making his way. The direct up authority. I guess so. I mean, this point just making. And now I got Mr. Stone. Oh my. Now we. I mean, that is true. You go do read what yourself. Okay, well, that's kind of an interesting way to kick off TNA Impact on my first night back. And yeah, for those who are wondering, the last couple of weeks, I know it kind of would have been done the last couple of weeks, but unfortunately couldn't. Well, had a lot of personal shit I had to take care of, so. So we're actually not. We are a bit of a joke because it's only allows one person to use it. And knowing Tyler, he doesn't want to dealing with the illegal streaming bullshit. For the last time, for those who have seen me, Tyler did TNA. Tyler had been some problems. We have the Great Hands taking on the Rascals. And right now, oh my god, I almost knocked my computer over. That's not it. No, that's one way to come right back to it. But anyways, I digress. But I mean, I mean, can't really. Beggars can't be choosers. Let me see what's going on. I'm logging to my other computer as well. Yeah, it's kind of a. No, it's not say bad, but it's not so good. But I would say, like I said, interesting way to kick off TNA here on this. I would say slightly warm. What do you call it? Thursday evening at the 8:14 for those who live on the West Coast. But anyways, though, I digress. Let's see what's going on, shall we? Shout out to everyone that's actually coming in. Like I said, usually TNA is never usually we get like a large. Now I guess you could say we don't really usually get a. I mean, usually on the replays that helps. But when it comes to the live stuff that myself and before when Tyler was here too, when we had to do it with Sling TV, usually never really does well in terms of the live viewers, but usually it's always the replays that, well, I guess you could say does much better because I don't know, it's really weird. I will say because, and I told Tyler this too, like even though by myself I can really, I'm not. Look, when you look at me look at me now, like I'm not that type of person to get very awkward. But when it comes to the camera by myself, it's a bit of a different story. Because most of the time, I prefer working in like a team that type of thing. But hey, what can you do? I guess. And yeah, and also too for those who hopefully so and I mentioned this before, but May 31st, there will be no episode of the It's Ready podcast. I will be over in Philadelphia for Battleground Championship Wrestling to see my first wrestling event. Doesn't like I said, it doesn't really matter which type of wrestling event it is. It's gonna be my first one. Jesus Christ, and I'm about over 10 years now, 10 plus years now, because good Lord, it's been a friggin' hot ass minute since I've been to any wrestling event. But I definitely will be get my tickets to the 2300. Actually, I want to see because I need to see something really quick because obviously got the NWA coming into town. I got Tracy Murray in attendance and from Irvine, California. Yeah, Battleground soon. So Cody Deaner and Eddie. They're all over the place. Just you saying that this is 2.5 hours down the road from my hometown is bringing a lot of memories and emotions to mind. Ever since I was 5 years old, I had this big dream of being a professional wrestler. And I'll never forget the first time I shared that with somebody in my hometown. You know what's kind of funny too? The amount of times that me and Tyler have done TNA, like Cody Deaner's one of those guys. It's like it took me a while to kind of get used to what he's all about. And of course, there's some buffering issues. What do you fucking do? There we go. Yeah, bastard. Mm. Yeah, kind of get. Yeah, that's pretty actually. Trying to follow in my footsteps. Yeah. Yeah. I mean that would be impressive for sure for Cody Deaner.
Everyone puts Eddie Edwards on a pedestal, and it's a pedestal that he deserves to be on.
Yeah.
If I can beat the man on that pedestal, people will look at me different. But you know who's not going to look at me differently? Him. I'll prove that I'm the man that they say that I am. If Cody Deaner doesn't beat Eddie Edwards, your time in TNA will be over. Will you be able to handle that? If I lose against Eddie Edwards, and if I have to look my son in the eye and have him say, "Dad, you lost," I don't know if I can handle that. That can't happen.
Now, coming up next, we got the Great Hands Tate making their way to the ring. Oh, Lord. Really?
All you people should be ashamed of yourselves.
Shut up.
You see, we hold each and every one of you responsible for Mr. Ali's downward spiral. You rejected him and you rejected us. But you cheer for people like the Rascals. A bunch of sophomoric degenerates. And as I look around this building, it's starting to make sense to me, because each and every one of you is just like the Rascals. You're all a bunch of damn degenerates.
Boo. Nobody cares.
All we wanted to do was make this place better. But now, we're going to tear this place down to the damn ground with these great hands.
Yeah, we got the Rascals. Okay. Nice little fake out, then a nice drop kick from Trey Miguel. Shout out to him following me on Twitter. And Miguel on the move. Nice little tope con-kilo. Nice double stomp by Wentz. And now I got the Rascals. And we got the double Irish whip right into the ropes. It's a inverted atomic drop. And a little vintage tag team action by the Rascals. 1, 2. No, kick out at 2. Damn, nice spear by Skylar right on the apron.
Nearly cut Miguel in half right onto the apron there. Skylar, real sense of urgency here.
Nope, just a 1 count.
Skylar has been as intense as Mustafa Ali. That's a whole other story. But Skylar, ever since he was abducted by Mike Santana, has come back with a vengeance. Meanwhile, it does seem like Cassius Steele's a little nervous about what Ali's up to next. Look, I can sympathize with that. I mean, her whole job, her order for Mustafa Ali is to be the guide, the message, public facing. She's thinking about how it looks. And I get it. Steele's the press secretary for over 40 years. Very much.
The Segway backbreaker. I know that guy had to hurt.
Intensity tonight from Wentz. Looking out all cylinders. Running shooting star. Here's the cover.
No, just a 2 count from Wentz.
Not enough to get it done, but look at the look on Wentz's face there. Magnate, Trey Miguel is legal. Two tag teams trying to stand out. Good save there.
And nice double super kick. And now here come the Rascals on the move. Nice little drop kick. And then nice little, I guess, like leg lariat from Wentz. Nice spine buster by Miguel. And go for the catapult here. And it runs right into a super kick. Wentz to the middle rope, right to the top turnbuckle. And Wentz, there's Mustafa Ali, who looks to shove it, looks to press all damn hell. And Fireman's carried by Skylar. And the favor by the great hands. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, courtesy of Mustafa Ali getting involved. And now Ali now just raining down rights on the top of the head of Trey Miguel after the bell rings. And now just try to choke him up with a ring apron. Lovely. And here comes Ace Austin. Okay, then. Yes. Because Austin will be in action later on tonight as a fatal 4-way #1 contenders match for the TNA, which is actually coming up next with Matt Cardona, Mance Warner, Ace Austin, and Elijah. And that is next on TNA Impact. But I mean, hey. And then while we're in quick commercial break, shout to Berry Sports. Like I said, not one of, and like I said before, like TNA is just one of those. I think it's one of those promotions where some people will watch it, some people can't, and it's kind of not say hard it does to really do the live streams and whatnot, but kind of where, in a way, kind of say it doesn't really do much. Well, I'm not saying I mean, look, I enjoy TNA. Yeah, I know how to take some time away for different reasons. I know a couple last couple of weeks wasn't really feeling it. But I can see why people really are kind of not interested. Yeah, because obviously for different reasons. I mean, Tessa's probably the main one. It's probably the biggest one. or people that just say Anthem in general, just not really doing. Can't think of the fucking word. Kind of not doing the right. Should have kept Scott Demore, who actually would run this promotion, and honestly too, run these shows much better. Hopefully, at some point, Anthem realizes, like, if you want to get more eyes on the product itself, get away from Access TV. That's where I think one of the problems that not just myself, not just Tyler, pretty much everyone has a bit. That's the probably the biggest gripe. TNA is kind of getting held back a little in terms of getting a lot of eyes on it. Because you have to watch it on TNA Plus, or you have Access TV. That's another way. And that's another thing too. Like, and that's kind of where, if I'm Anthem too, like, I would definitely would in a way kind of fix some of the issues that I would say people do have with the app. Make it multiple user friendly, because it is bullshit that only one person has to use the damn thing. And two, look, I don't mind the $9.99 a month tier, but you also just add the fucking big four pay-per-views, because I'm not gonna fucking sit there and try to illegally stream the big four pay-per-views and not fork over $220 a year for that shit. No, thank you. That's out of my budget. Thank you very much. If I would use that money, I would pay a good portion of my student loans off if I wanted to at that point in time. But hey, I mean, to each their own. But yeah, I mean, so far it's been kind of, and yeah, I know I was supposed to do, yeah, and obviously, yeah, Sunday I originally was planning to do the Yankees and Mets game, but I think after my men's game on Sunday, I'll probably just be relaxed, probably just be tired and shit. And now we're gonna look at backstage. Damn, figuring Mustafa Ali has been through it. Well, time for the Fatal 4-Way number one contenders match. And the old crazy redneck man's warning. And also being accompanied the Southern Psycho with Steph DeLander. Yeah. I mean, they're the same man who got his tongue stapled by Sami Callihan to a fucking door. Hell, if you go back to his time in MLW, I think I was what, the mid 2010s. I would say 2015, 2016. My memory serves me right. So I know ever since when the Fight app kind of was under the impression, well, not the impression, but getting rebranded to what it is now. It's kind of yeah, but that's just me. Now I got Ace Austin kind of hobbling a little bit after taking a little to the knee. Mm. Now we got Elijah. Like, who wants to walk with Elijah? I mean, good for Elias to actually find. I mean, look, I'm kind of happy for the man. I mean, other than consider the fact that you set him for the freaking Ezekiel storyline, which was funny as hell. That's the next person. Mm. And the bell's underway, underway, and here we go. That's one. How are you going to slam me down on Elijah? Roll through, nice takedown by Ace Austin. Now to kick, nice kick to the back to the Southern Psycho. Nice little barrel shotgun drop kick. Oh, and there goes Ace Austin in face full of Macker. Nice big boot from Elijah. Here comes Elijah. Nice leaping clothesline. And now go with the old Elijah. Oh, nice clothesline. Big boot to the midsection. Oh, Cardona. Oop, and up and over goes Matt Cardona to the floor. Whew. That's the thing. I like that's like I said. Like TNA, yeah, it may not be perfect. And I mean, look, it does have its flaws from time to time. Oh, 100%. I mean, they do. I mean, yeah. Well, that's more Anthem's part than TNA. So they really can't fall from the promoter side of things. But if they will point that for kind of towards Anthem, I kind of get it because Anthem had. To be honest, I've in a way kind of never would have trusted Anthem to run TNA the way that I would have thought. So how these other promotions are being ran. Because I mean, look, TNA over the years, the amount of times that I've watched it, I mean, from the early to mid 2000s, kind of stopped when Hogan, Bischoff, and Dixie Carter kind of almost ran that fucking thing in the goddamn into the what am I looking? That's what I'm see. That's the thing. Fine, when they got rid of Scott D'Amore, you knew where that company was headed. And if you look at the first stream back, the very first stream, I think after Hard to Kill, or it might have been the second stream. I can't really remember, but we do have a playlist. And I think it is the second stream. When I told Tyler that Scott D'Amore, I think is the second episode of TNA. I think. Oh God, this is what 2024, 2023 ish, somewhere around there. I really can't remember for the life of me. But yeah, I mean I kind of had a feeling where this company was headed. Now I will say, yeah, with I think Scott D'Amore was in the right hands for it because he's known this company for over 20 plus fucking years. I think a lot of people tend to forget that. And yeah, I mean he's a crazy goofball that it was for part of Team Canada, which was so funny. Shit, that one memory comes to mind with Scott D'Amore. I think this might have been 05, maybe 06, where Jim Cornette at the time was the on-screen authority figure, where he had this like hold a talent meeting, and yeah, I mean, disbanding Team Canada, and Scott D'Amore wasn't happy. He kind of just throwing a fit, which was fucking hilarious as all fucking hell. Like I said, TNA for the most part had a lot of its good moments. Now, I will say in the early to mid 2000s where they kind of dropped the ball with some of their superstars. I will admit that. I mean, guys like if they would have done this guy a lot better. Julius Macias is the one that comes to mind. Because I mean, like I said, there's probably a few more that comes to mind, but I'm gonna have to. I mean, yeah. But anyways, we're back from commercial break with Matt Cardona just laying the forearms right into the good old mush, and now he's gonna choke Ace Austin with his shirt. And nice back elbow from Ace Austin. Now throwing a mean right, and there's another one. And nice little trip up, roll through for the cover. 1, 2, no. I'm trying to go for a suplex. I don't know about that. And Smart Pipe Man swung over the chop block. Right to the injured leg. And shoulder first goes Matt Cardona, courtesy of the Southern Psycho. And now there goes Mance Warner and targeting the injured knee. Damn, nice another headbutt. Damn, oh, damn, biting the forehead. Damn, that's... I mean, that's Mance Warner style. I think a lot of people who have not seen this man wrestle, you'd be surprised of how insane this dude truly is. Ooh, what a choppy. And now sharing a kiss with Seth Lander. Oh, and another choppy. Yeah, I mean, this is the same guy who got his, like I said, tongue stapled to the door. Also took Nintendo 64 controller, wrapped in barbed wire. I mean, all competitors now after that Tower of Doom suplex. I think Matt Cardona kind of took the brunt of it in the back end. Another cover. 1, 2, no. God damn, one knows that just. Ugh. Matt Cardona off the second. Oh, it's a knee, leaping knee by a live. Good night, Matt Cardona. Oh. And Warner, nice clothesline, takes down Ace Austin. Yeah. And Mark Cardona's got a chair, and they're stepped to land and try to grab the damn thing. And now hands it up to the Southern Psycho Mance Warner, and damn, nice little, another gut shot. What is? And Mance Warner off the chair. Nice tornado DDT. We got Elijah picking him up, trying for a tombstone. Right. Oh, no way. And two right on the chair. 1, 2. No, that's regular Bryce Matt Cardona. And he gets caught. And oh, Matt Cardona eats a face full of Matt. Nice twisting net break. Nice twisting cutter. 2. No, it's broken up by Ace Austin barely. Oh, nice shotgun. Jesus. Double kick to the chin. Oh, got first, nobody home. Not with that injury. Knee. Wait, roll up by Matt. 1, 2, and no. Kick to the injured knee. Nope. Kick to the midsection there, a kick to the chin, and drops Matt Cardona. And radio silence connects. 1, 2, 3, and Matt Cardona is the number 1 contender for the TNA International Championship. Not bad. Not bad at all. Ooh, shitballs. Yeah, so man, that tombstone pile driver right on the friggin' chair, man. That'll do it. That'll do it. Oh. Yeah, that does suck for Matt. Or not Matt, for Jeff. No, that's right. Fucking goddamn Canadians take anything. Well, Indy Hart will make her in-ring debut. Like I said before, I got sidetracked that somehow the fucking Canada does not like fucking people that have alcohol problems, like or on the record. So, but yeah. Anyways, though. And for those who are new or just coming in, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, make sure you turn on the notification bell for all post notifications while you, so you guys will not miss a single, pretty much the live stream. That's kind of what me and Tyler do nowadays. Because it feels like now, it's just kind of like for me and Tyler, I feel like the video form and stuff like that hasn't really, well, obviously it hasn't really been hit. Well, hasn't really been hit well. It seems like people's not more interested because I feel like streaming nowadays is pretty much, what do you call it? Damn it! Now I've lost my train of thought. Now, motherfucker. Yeah, that'll come back to me. I lost my fucking train of thought. Well, welcome to the world. For those who have been around this channel long enough that I haven't had to forget shit. Oh, my Lord. But anyways, though. Oh, Lord Almighty. Yeah, well, obviously with the TNA Plus app, for those who do have it, they just don't think going to sit through fucking commercials and whatnot. 'Cause that's the one thing that's, I would say myself, not the, which I could care, don't give two less. So Canada versus USA Border Brawl featuring the stars of TNA Wrestling. I never heard of that. Anyways, though.
Santino tried to get the match restarted after we already won. But he just couldn't get the job done. And once he's out the door, the little princess will be gone with him. You love talking down to people. And I'm sick of it.
And with Tessa slapping the piss out of Ariana Grace.
I'm gonna go find some help.
Okay, then. Now I got First Class with. Speaking of Casey Navarro, I will see him in Philadelphia for Battleground Championship Wrestling. The first class penthouse, huh? Boo. Oh, God damn. Francis.
And honestly, for once, we're actually reporting live from a city that deserves to host the first class penthouse. Don't troop it, fella. Southern California, Los Angeles, baby. Hollywood, Hollywood. Oh, it's doing great. The stars are born.
Yeah? I mean, shit.
From this area are Kendrick Lamar, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, Nipsey Hussle, and how can we forget about Tupac?
Yeah, top one.
It's kind of awkward, actually, because Tupac's actually from my hometown of Baltimore, Maryland. Yes, but he knew that he didn't convince these idiots that he was actually from LA.
Oh, boy.
You're gonna get that California love. But all of that is even crazier than the fact that they actually also believed that LeBron and Luka were going to take them to the finals.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Dad, that is way too damn funny. Damn.
You know him from Den of Thieves? Good movie. Den of Thieves 2. Great movie. Straight Out of Compton. Fantastic movie.
Oh yeah. No, that's not.
Cocaine Bear. Wild movie. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the dose and the very best guest that we've ever had on the First Class Penthouse. The one,
No,
Earl
Shay Jackson. Now,
Brother, I brought you on my show. Had you as a guest, and there seems to be a little static. What's going on?
And I appreciate that. You know, I appreciate the free shirt and all that, but what was that at the end?
oh, bro, no.
It's in LA. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about them. I'm talking these people. They're not like us. They're not like us.
Hold on. You can't talk about LA in LA, especially in front of me.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
Well, no disrespect, my brother, but
I mean,
your movie sets and tell you how to act. This is my show, and you gonna let me say whatever I want on my show.
I mean, that is true.
Listen, I know you think you should, Knight,
Oh no.
That's your
but right now you acting and looking like a broke ass Uncle Phil.
not the broke ass song.
You know what? I should treat you like jazz and throw you out of here. Do not make me get static out here.
Don't blame me with it one time. Don't get all the time.
you out here, brother.
I got all the time in the world, baby. All the time in the world.
Pardon me. Wait a second. Hold on. Who played that?
I think we have a new guest on the First Class Penthouse.
Damn, that is Mike Santana.
Mike Santana breaks open victory a few weeks ago live on Impact. And especially this Falls Count Anywhere matchup at Rebellion where he defeated Mustafa Ali.
Things were about to get real here in the penthouse.
No one cares, Casey. So I guess so Shay and Mike Santana ain't gonna put it. Oh my god, with this. Alright. Jesus. Jiminy Christmas. We really fucking doing this. Of course with the buffering issues. Hang on. Okay, let me fucking fix this really quick. Hang on, y'all. Damn it. Oh my god. What the fuck is going on? Hang on, y'all. Jesus fucking Christ. Don't tell me this fucking app needs a fucking update at this point in time. Bro, what the fuck is going on? What's with the internet? Oh my god, don't tell me the fucking internet's out, ain't it? Okay, you know what? Fuck this shit. Might as well just have to use my... Oh well. Ah, fuck my eye itches. Well, now time for Indy Hartwell.
Indy Hartwell found her way to TNA Wrestling, crossed the line at Rebellion, made the announcement that she is signed with this company. was a long-time TNA fan growing up in Australia. This is a dream come true for Indy Hartwell.
Anyways.
And her opponent from Tampa, Florida, Kelsey Heather.
So Indy Hartwell versus your enhancement talent.
Indy Hartwell's going to come into this like getting shot out of a cannon. This is first impressions count, more so maybe in wrestling than anywhere else.
Chance of indie wrestling tonight.
Indie wrestling chance, interesting.
Indy Hartwell showing some respect for Kelsey.
Oh damn! Okay, maybe I take that back, but oh my god, dude! What the fuck is going? What the fuck? All right, this fucking app is starting to really piss me off. Fucking bullshit. Damn, already having. Oh, nice drop one. Nope. Ah, wait. Yeah, that unfortunately that women's championship reign didn't really last long for Indy Hartwell.
Division like it has with so many women's wrestlers all over the world.
Heather going for a sleeper here on Indy Hartwell, mocking Hartwell in the process.
Trying to wear the do it knockout down. So far to no avail, though. Hartwell standing tall here.
Indy Hartwell able to dispose of Kelsey Heather. Consider the environment of the knockouts division that Indy Hartwell has entered. We know about
Is it Indy Hartwell? Damn, just yanking her by the hair.
TNA knockout full title against Victoria Crawford. Very interesting time for Hartwell to arrive, considering what Crawford and Robert Stone have been stirring up lately.
Nice spine buster.
No kidding. I would argue it is a very volatile time here, especially amongst the knockouts division, with everything we saw, especially in that tag match to start the show.
Hartwell navigating the situation with Kelsey Heather. Big boot right to the side of the head. That height, that size, that strength coming into play for Indy Hartwell.
Now, oh, wait a second.
Look at that. Oh! Calls this hurt, don't it?
Hurt Stone at 1, 2, and 3.
Hartwell wins her TNA in-ring debut.
Here is your winner, Indy Hartwell.
I told you first impressions matter, and Indy Hartwell made sure it counted. Take a look back at the conclusion of this matchup.
Setting up Kelsey Heather for hurt, don't it? A move bestowed on her by Johnny Gargano for once upon a time. Indy Wrestling has arrived in TNA. Indy Hartwell has crossed the line.
Not bad. Still coming tonight, Nick Nemeth and Jeff Hardy. I think pretty much for the main event.
For the first time in 16 years, it's Nick Nemeth against the charismatic and Nick, a one-on-one. Also still to come tonight, Frankie Kazarian will address his tag team match with NXT's
And then still to come, we'll hear from Frankie Kazarian, the king, the self-proclaimed king of TNA. And then we got Zaya Brookside and Rosemary coming up next. Oh, Lord Almighty. Anyways, not too shabby. Like I said, I might do TNA occasionally. Not because, like I said, it's hard to really do these without Tyler. That's kind of where my slight gripe, not saying my gripe, the kind of just be weird about it. But hey, I mean, look, we're getting damn, sorry, 906 already. What the fuck? Anyways, yeah, that's kind of my only issue with the TNA Plus app. because I wish Access TV was put on YouTube TV, carry Access TV. Because at the time, when me and Tyler were doing TNA, like once we saw the CW was get NXT, it's like, well, looks like we had to like boot. So pretty much we had to sacrifice TNA for NXT on YouTube TV. But yeah, so that happened. But I mean, what else can you really do? Anyways, though. In a year. Oh, so they actually fixed. Okay, so they've actually fixed the fucking pro. Huh. Okay. Anyways, though. But yeah. Oh my god, damn. Sign in. I'm supposed to just go on my. Anyways, though, man. Right, yeah, well, that's on commercial break. Actually, let me mute that. Okay. So, Under Siege, Friday, May 23rd, at Brampton, Ontario, Canada. Like I said, I might watch the replay. God damn it. There we go. So now look about with Indy Hartwell.
Citizens of TNA, citizens of TNA, I have unfortunate news. Mr. Ali was escorted out of the. Excuse me. I just had my debut in TNA. You're gonna come in here and take my camera time? You know where I come from? That rude. Excuse me, Miss Marco. I don't know who you think you're talking to, but I have news that is about someone way more important than you. We are talking about the injustice of Mr. Ali. You know what? Because I have other business to do, I will deal with you later. Boys, let's go. Where is Santino? Where is Father? I need to talk to him.
Oh, interesting. Up top, Rosemary and Zaya Brookside. Rosemary. Hopefully, whatever really fucking doing with this Wi-Fi can. God, this Wi-Fi. Your Wi-Fi is ass.
We've afforded you more allowances than we tend to give most humans, but last week, when you assisted in snatching victory from our grasp, that was the final strike. At
Yeah. Someone's got a sign that says, Rosemary, I'm into the spooky stuff. Eh. I mean, then again, that's the same woman who carried a... And Zaya Brookside. Okay. Invicta FC 62.
Tomorrow marks Zaya Brookside's 10-year anniversary in professional wrestling. Began at the age of 16.
Damn. Hey, congrats to fucking Zaya Brookside on the 10-year mark. And Rosemary, typical mind games.
Rosemary starting this one right off with the psychological warfare, trying to play mind games continually here.
Well, that's Rosemary for you in a nutshell.
Rosemary's pointing to the floor. I think she's already starting with this, trying to get Zaya Brookside to do something perhaps untoward, perhaps something that would spoil her delicate disposition, if you will.
Yeah, I guess Zaya Brookside was not having enough of it. Nice. Oh, damn. A little bit of a hangman from the second rope. Now, I mean, nice jawbreaker. Nice Irish whip counter down the corner by from Rosemary, who eats a big boot from Zaya Brookside. Head scissors, nice scissors takedown. Nice drop kick. Not the best one, but kind of effective nonetheless. And they're a little rolling the hits, and yeah, you gotta pay for it. And Rosemary kind of showed that power. Nice suplex.
Tonight, the greater Los Angeles area. Meanwhile, 1 week away from tomorrow, we'll be live on TNA Plus in the greater Toronto area for Under Siege. The following night, TNA presents Impact in Brampton, Ontario. Then Sunday, May 25th, TNA Wrestling and Zonify come together for Canada versus USA. Border Brawl for weeks.
And now Rosemary's got the brass knucks. I go for the. It looks like Rosemary's trying to get into the head of Zaya Brookside, try to do the things that, like the broadcast crew is saying that is doing them on the unconventional way of doing things. As she does. Oh my god. Alright, come on. Don't do this to me. Motherfucker. Hang on, y'all. Nice clothesline from Zaya Brookside. Then, now we can get some momentum going. Nice head scissor takedown. And to the corner. Nice splash. Chips the legs. And Zaya Brookside into the corner. Nice with the Meteora. Nice little snap DDT. Quick cover. 1, 2. No. And Rosemary got the knucks. Oh, no. And Zaya Brookside disarmed the. And the headbutt, not the smartest idea. Kick to the chest. Okay, so Zaya's got the knucks on. Oh, thumb to the eye. Damn, nice counter the dog. And choking her out when they're trying to get the counter. Whoa! Damn! Damn! So now you got Lee Ying Wing. Pretty much Zia Lee. Coming to the aid of Zia Brookside. I mean, that was kind of the plan from Rosemary from the start. So look at the TNA injury report presented by Bioflex. E. Damn.
Championship. Stay tuned to TNA social and digital platforms for more developments regarding Steve Macklin's medical condition. This has been the TNA Injury Report presented by Bioflex. Well, still to come tonight with Jeff Hardy unable to travel to Canada for Under Siege. It'll be Matt Hardy.
Yeah, because obviously with his record. I'm sorry, but Canada needs to fucking let that. I get you don't tolerate that. You gotta let that shit go at some point. But look at Under Siege, Trick Williams, look at Frankie Kazarian taking on Joe Hendry and Elijah. Well, coming up next, we're here from the King of TNA himself, Frankie Kazarian. So it should be interesting what he has to say going forward. Oh, Jesus. But I mean,
A second.
anyway. anyways. Anyway, damn. Now, Chip will be on the line. It would have been nice for the X Division title, though. But hey, can't.
There's no pathway for you back to the NXT Championship, and after I beat you for this, well, then the TNA World title goes away as well. So if anyone is going to find out what it's like for their 15 minutes of fame to expire, it's Trick Williams.
Hmm.
For Joe Hendry and Trick Williams at their contract signing, both will be performing this coming Tuesday night live on NXT ahead of their historic clash.
At NXT Battleground Tampa.
Sunday, May 25th, live in Tampa, Florida at WWE Battle.
Oh, God damn. Well,
Look, this has to happen. I want Tessa at Under Siege. I have tried to be nice to her every single time. I've had enough.
Williams came here wasn't to be an in-ring competitor. You know what? Santino, that's the first great idea that I've heard you have. In-ring competitor. Under Siege, you and Tessa. I'll get it confirmed by the higher-ups right now. I love that idea. Good job, Santino.
Good. I heard you. I don't care. I want this match.
okay, different side of Ariana Grace, but that's interesting in its own right.
For the first time, I agree with Robert Stone. Ariana Grace versus Tessa Blanchard. 1 week from tomorrow, live at Under Siege.
Please welcome Freaky Serious.
Meanwhile, that same night in the greater Toronto area, Brampton, Ontario, on TNA Plus Worldwide, Frankie Kazarian will team up with NXT's Trick Williams to face Elijah and the TNA World Champion Joe Hendry in a tag team match at Under Siege. A chance for Frankie Kazarian to finally take out in physical fashion all those frustrations coming off of rebellion. Kazarian was a part of the winning team in our main event 2 weeks ago as Kazarian and the Nevins beat the Hardys and Hendry. However, Kazarian is still fuming after a missed opportunity at rebellion.
As the king of TNA, I wanted to come out here and say that it's great to finally be back in my home state. It's great to finally be back in SoCal.
Hmm.
I wanted to say that, but I cannot because as I look around, I do not see fellow SoCal residents. I see nothing but a bunch of traitors. Traitors who would rather cheer for a clown like Joe Henry instead of a king like Frankie Kazarian. Speaking of Joe Henry and speaking of SoCal, that brings me to the Rebellion pay-per-view, or as I call it, the Los Angeles Screwjob.
Oh, LA screw job, huh?
That pin at Rebellion, and I should be TNA World Champion right now.
I mean, as hopefully at some point down the road, this dude needs his well overdue TNA World Title reign. Because if you can do it with Alex Shelley for after 20 fucking years, so why the wait with Frankie Kazarian?
But if I'm being honest, the only thing I hate more than Joe Henry is Joe Henry's fans. Stop it, you're embarrassing yourselves. Guess what? I'm not the only one. Turns out there's one other guy out there that actually gets it. One of the fastest rising stars in pro wrestling, and a guy who just happens to be my tag team partner at Under Siege. He's a huge Frankie Kazarian fan. Trick Williams.
We got to whoop that trick chance on TNA.
There isn't someone act when it comes to Trick Williams. Last week on Impact, Trick Williams had his own security that Joe Henry fought through before Trick Williams sent to TNA for a we saw a stare down with Mike Santana. Trick Williams making no friends here in TNA wrestling. This past Tuesday night on NXT, Trick Williams claiming Joe Henry's 15 minutes of fame are about to go up in smoke. Joe Henry saying that this facade of Trick Williams, that it's all a show, and if his pathway to gold goes away, what then is going to happen to Trick Williams? Well, we know Trick Williams and Joe Henry will have their live performances this coming Tuesday on NXT.
Oh, we'll see.
In tag team action Under Siege for their historic matchup. For the first time ever, the TNA World Championship will be defended at a WWE PLE on Sunday, May 25th, live in Tampa, Florida, at Battleground. Hey, yo, cut the music. Let's be real, Frankie. You don't like me, and I don't like you.
But the one thing we do have in common, we hate Joe Hendry.
That's cool. Because we ain't out here to be liked. We out here to be respected. If we wanted to be liked, that would make us just like Joe Hendry.
And speaking of Joe Hendry, there he is. Here he comes. The goddamn motherfucker. You got the TNA World Champion Joe Hendry. Believe in Joe Hendry.
Hey, Joe. See, you got that TNA title on your shoulder, my TNA title. You say you're a fighting champion. I say there's two guys in the ring that want to fight you, so why don't you put your money where your mouth is?
Well, speaking of his tag team partner for Under Siege,
Henry's got some backup in Eliza.
with Elijah.
Henry and
Looks like we're going to get it on.
staring at Trick at Under Siege, but they don't want to wait. However, Trick and Kazarian seem content to prolong this. I can't blame him. Wait till it's a sanctioned contest. Why spoil it? Why give it for free? Frankie Kazarian and Trick Williams play a mind game for Eliza and Henry. However, the director of authority, Santino Marella, about to weigh in on this situation.
Now you got Santino. What is he have to say this time around? Man, the crowd loves Santino. I mean, then again, who doesn't?
Look, this monkey business has gone on long enough. Okay, this match was scheduled for under TNA, but you know what? I say we do it right here in Irvine, California tonight. That's incredible.
Well, wait a second. I know somebody who might have a thing or two to say about that.
Wait a second. Are you out of your mind? We're not doing this tag match tonight. The higher ups have already confirmed this for Under Siege, Santino. Besides, the last place we would do a match like this is a junkyard like Irvine, California.
Not calling.
Elijah Joe next week, I will have very suitable replacements for you.
I mean, it's pretty clear. I think
That's interesting.
why give something away for free when you can put it on premium?
Yeah.
Once again, getting into Santino's business is laying down the law.
It's almost main event time, folks.
Tuesday, a can't-miss night watch the NXT Universe. Say his name at
He appears.
with Joe Hendry live in concert. I can feel the buzz in the air, and for the first time ever, a rap performance by Trick Williams. I'm 1-1. Let's talk about it. It all goes down Tuesday on NXT. Well, we are moments away from our main event. It is a match of 16 years in the making with ramifications heading towards Under Siege. It's Nick Nemeth versus Jeff Hardy next on Impact.
Yeah, well, coming up next, Nick Nemeth and Jeff Hardy. Well, we enter commercial break, but shout out to anyone who's been hanging with me or just watching. Mm, mm, mm. Anyways, though. God damn, my nose edges, dude. All right, I'll be right back. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I had to get a little bit of a snack break at this point in the night. Obviously, looking at the TNA Plus move of the week between the late Sabu, God rest that man's soul, in terms of all the things that's hardcore, taking on RVD. And with the rate. Yep. I mean, Sabu, one of the guys that actually not having health insurance, said, well, we're going to super. Say, I got a cut. Well, we're going to super glue this bitch shut. Let's go for Arabian Face Buster. Is he dub chance? Well, show a friendship between the two ECW originals. Yeah, well, we'll see. Oops. We'll see. Interesting face paint by Jeff Hardy this week.
in Kansas City. On an episode of Sunday Night Raw, Jeff Hardy walked out the winner that night, and all these years later, these two share the ring as opponents in a number of different capacities with WWE and TNA, traditional Survivor Series match, two Royal Rumbles, and of course, everything that transpired between the Hardys and Nevins when we saw Rebellion. Right, it all comes down to one on-one here tonight. The main event of Impact. And this is a very different Nick Evans than Jeff Hardy was used to in all those other encounters. Two multi-time former world champions. Two of the best to ever do it. Ready to go one-on-one in our main event. Their time was even further back, Ray. Well, you'll appreciate this one. They first faced off in 2008 in a tag team match in FCW. My old stomping ground.
And Bell's wrong, and we're officially underway for the main event.
Present right here in the main event.
We got Hardy now with the snapmare takedown and a dropkick to follow up. And tossing the towel. No, gets caught. Nice DDT. 1, 2, no. And up and over goes right Nick Nemeth. Jesus, a little bit of an ugly spill to the floor. And double clothesline takes out the Nemeths. That don't surprise me out of Jeff Hardy. Nice little. We got his brother in his back corner. Well, we cut. Damn, I already wait to commercial break already. Oh. Oh, Lordy. All right, let's see. We got about 10 minutes left by the end of the show. Like I said, this won't be like an everyday thing. But damn. All righty. Let's see something real quick. And we're officially back from the commercial break. Damn, nice little basement drop kick. And face first in the apron goes Nick Nemeth. Damn, another hard Irish whip into the corner. And cover 1, 2, no. And nice little splash in the corner. Then try to go for another one. And another splash, nobody home. Nick Nemeth, nice little twisting neck breaker. Try to at least get that separation. They cheated. Now a couple rights by Jeff. And man, looks like and now you got Nick just kind of working the injured knee of Jeff Hardy. A lot of boos going around. 1, 2, nope. Just only two, kick out a 2 after the elbow drop. Now you got a sitting headlock.
We are back here on TNA Impact. This is our main event. It's Jeff Hardy one-on-one with Nick Nemeth. Now, 1 week away from tomorrow, live on TNA Plus in the greater Toronto area, Brampton, Ontario, and Under Siege. Nick and Ryan Nemeth will defend their TNA World
And Nick in the corner. Nope. Shoulder first right in the ring post.
led by Santino Marella. Jeff Hardy able to get his hands on Nick Nemeth prior to Under Siege.
Look here. Smart move by the Nemeths. Try to split your team up, split your competition up. But Jeff Hardy get a chance to soften up Nick Nemeth ahead of that match here tonight.
Right to the tailbone. And now splitting the difference there with Nick Nemeth. Classic Jeff Hardy tonight in the greater Los Angeles area. Cover. Shoulders down and a kick out by Nick Nemeth. Now, granted, it's not Matt and Jeff Hardy. It's Nick and Ryan Nemeth and Under Siege. However, Leon Slater teaming with Matt Hardy, that changes things. That's a significant advantage for the Hardys.
I mean, at the end of the day,
Nice back elbow. Jab to the top. Whisper in the wind. 1, 2, no. Man, that was a near fall. Oh, damn. Oh, boy. Someone's got a sign that says Dudley Hardy's one more time. I don't know if that's ever going to happen knowing the state. What the fuck? I got a sleeper locked in.
Jeff Hardy trying to get back up to his feet. What a jawbreaker.
much needed separation there for Jeff Hardy.
Oh, big shot right to the face. Now shoulder force into the steel post. Finisher.
No, finisher.
That could be out here.
1, 2, no.
One thing, the charismatic Enigma's been known throughout his entire career. It's been for that never say die attitude.
Tremendous resilience. And now Nick Nemeth doing up the man. We're seeing a super kick. Hold on.
And twist. Oh, nice little twist of fate. Shirt's off.
And can Jeff send it all home the only way he knows?
Swanton Bob. No, knees off. 1, 2, no.
Incredible counter just in the nick of time. No pun intended there for Nemeth.
An incredible response tonight for the fans on the campus of UC Irvine. Oh, Jeff Hardy connected.
1, 2, no. God damn it.
Holding Nick Nemeth like an accordion there.
Only the second time ever these two have faced each other one-on-one. First time in 16 years.
Kick to the midsection. Another try to test of fate. Nice super kick.
Kick by Nemeth. Is that enough?
1, 2, no.
What a kick out by Jeff Hardy.
And look at the eyes of Nick Nemeth. The wanted man cannot believe it.
Jeff Hardy realizes the good he can do by putting a dent in Nick Nemeth prior to Under Siege.
Now the crowd behind the Hardy boys.
The man watching on, hoping to see a weakness in Nick Nemeth ahead of him.
Trying to go for the danger zone.
Nemeth always go for the danger zone.
Nice counter by Jeff.
Top rope.
Nice twist of fate again.
Got him again.
Now it's time for the landing zone.
For Jeff Hardy here.
Can he pull it off this time?
And Swanton connects it. 1, 2, 3. And Jeff gets the win. Now there's Ryan Nemeth. Gonna attack Jeff from behind. Now there's Leon Slater. Yeah. Well, that being said, well, I'll skip, but that is going to do it for the TNA watch party. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Like I said, not the best. I will admit. Like I said, we'll be back at it again. What's tomorrow? Friday. Tomorrow will be the opening week for the WNBA. Obviously, meantime, we'll be live 7:30 Eastern time between the Dream and the Mystic. So if you guys want to stick around with that, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. That being said, and I will see you guys tomorrow night for WNBA action. Good night, everybody.